This is a quick this is a quick question to girlfriend out there, right? This is going to be a somewhat Visual Guys nerd news kind of esque. We'll get to that in a sec. This is just for the intro bit. So we've all got the big grand reveal of the Lego Arkham set. We know the crack, we know the pieces, the minifigure count, how it looks. We've seen it from all angles and shit. We've seen the fucking curves, right? Okay. Quick question. Okay, so because I will move heaven and earth to get this Lego set. It will be getting done. Whether I have to sell one of my probably not working very well kidneys, because sometimes my piss doesn't have stink of apple juice. And you come home one day and I'm sat there with Lego set, and I'm happening just by accident, but you know it's happening, to be penetrating the west wing of the Arkham building. Just, you know, that's as much energy as most loving gets, my girlfriend will tell you. if I'm penetrating the west wing, does that count as cheating? Did I do a cheat there? Or is that just? I understand I'll be single because you're like, I'm not marrying somebody that's penetrating Lego, but just out of curiosity, because when I go on to get a new relationship, say with like a Pedro Pascal, could I then say, no, I've never cheated in my life? Or have I cheated because I've gone balls deep inside of the Lego set? Hello, visuals, and welcome back to the show, and welcome back to another edition. No, my girlfriend said, oh my God, my girlfriend said, right, I've got more roles for you. She says she's sick of the Yorkshire accent as well. I don't want to hear about you being hot and sweaty. Fucking evidence is fucking. You know what else that motherfucker said? Oh my God, how beautiful are my eyes. What else that motherfucker said? That motherfucking get. I shouldn't really. I'm sat there. She like always started beef with her. But see, when I'm with her, I'm like, I love you. Oh yeah, I love you. I love you. As soon as I get on camera, I act all hard and fucking, yeah, girlfriend, come on then, girlfriend, fucking. Yeah, do you know how she hates? She hates Seagull Update. She can't stand Seagull Update. I can't help it. This little cunt here gives a seagull report, so I'm just like, oh, the seagulls are back, because I've learned a lot about seagulls. I didn't know they itch like this. I didn't know. What else did we learn? We learned something else, I'm sure we did, but we have a seagull watch, and it's quite, there's none there at the minute today, so. But yeah, I can't do that anymore. It's my YouTube channel, but I can't talk about my sweat or the seagulls, because apparently it's boring. And I massively disagree. So anyway, visuals, it is another edition of the Visual Guys Nerd News, but this one is solely. Remember that video from a while back that an owl outside, an owl, owl, hoot hoot. The guy can't spell. I fucking love that video. This is solely. I don't know. I don't know. Shut up, girlfriend. She just realised a few weeks back that Mario says, to me, Mario. She thought that his voice was just Chris Pratt. So, this is independently a Funko Pop update video, because there's a lot of new Funko Pops coming out. Some of them are out now. And some of them are set to come out and whatnot, but there's a lot of absolutely beautiful, funky pops that have appeared on the list lately, and as well a quick a quick to Funko. They've caught on to the people reselling the higher priced Funkos, the more exclusive ones and shit like that, you know, at a higher price. They're like, well, why don't we just sell them at a higher price? No, it's not how it fucking works. It's plastic tat, right? Which my girlfriend calls it. Oh, it's fucking starting more beef with my bird. I understand that argument. I completely understand that argument. People can look at Funko Pops and go, plastic tat doesn't mean anything. But I fucking love them. I think they're adorable. I love how amazingly collectible they are. What the fuck have I just said? I think that how they look is awesome. Yes, there's some that are scams where it's like variants. Like, I don't know if you can see Dr. Phosphorus. No, you can't. I pointed to it, but it's right there. Why can't I see it on camera? You get glow in the dark or normal. Shouldn't really need that, but we do it anyway because we're fucking nerds. But yeah, Funko were like, yeah, sell it a bit more. No, because now it's getting more and more less justified for me to be like, no, let me carry on collecting, you know, when we eventually move in together and we've got our witchy Victorian shit and our cool, awesome superhero shit. I'll let you guess whose stuff's whose. She was going to kill me for saying weird witchy shit anyway. It's just a lot of lamps and candles. Fucking gay. But the argument of not really maybe getting Funkos anymore, it's going to be slowly going more into her side of the argument, because if they're getting too more expensive and they are just technically plastic tat, because next thing you know, she's going to come from a fucking Lego. And if she comes from a fucking Lego, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to full on publicly, what is it on South Park? Sorry, I'll do it for the kids. Unalive myself on Twitter like they do. I'm deleting any social, all my social shit. That's it. I'm officially. Everyone acts like somebody's committed. What's the new safe word for suicide? See, when people talk about the Suicide Squad film and it's supposed to say, you're supposed to say like unalived and shit. Do we have to call it the unalived squad or whatever? I don't understand modern lingo at the minute. Yeah, sorry, we are here for Funko Pop News. It was just a slight little rant on their price justifications. I understand some prices of shit are going to go up, you know. Whatever governments do, they're like, we better put plastic or whatever up. I understand shit goes up, because they started off, I'm sure they're like $8.99. Your average one's like 12-ish quid now. So I get it. But don't fucking go nuts. But anyway, are you ready? Are you ready, kids? I asked her the other day, when in fact, it was last weekend, when I was leaving, I was like, Dr. Strange rocked up and like with his sling ring and just says we can travel anywhere and do some cool shit. She was like, I'm not going anywhere with a strange man. And I was like, well, am I allowed to? She's like, yeah, but what's the point? You'd get there and be like, oh lads, I'm fucking sweating here. And she's not wrong, and now she's ruined my dream of fucking dossing with the Avengers. Believe it or not, I love this girl. Well, I don't know if it's because I'm getting fatter or this shirt's just getting tight or whatever. See like the bit of like flesh showing, a bit of the chain and that, a bit like... I was doing that the other day with my bag, whatever. She's like, can't I see your tits now? Probably like a C cup. This is Funko Pop News, not girlfriend hate watch. I should be a bit more nice to my only fucking viewer and shit. But anyway, this is right. Well, I've said anyway a million times. We'll crack a lack now. We'll get on with the actual Funko Pop News with my many of them. I always love... next thing, because I always come up with like my little notes that I've written down and shit like that, and like I'm acting like we're somewhat professionally, when we all know we're quite fucking shit. I'm gonna come up with them cards that people used to have on game shows. Didn't they just have a pile of cards? And if I start coming up with that or giving a lot of right on today's show, they always use right on today's show. If I start doing shit like that, just fucking stick a brick through my face. We'll start off with the I think this one's already out because I've got the 20th of the 7th. We're in August? No, I think we're in August anyway. But the Nice Pull, why have I written extra shit? Oh no, the Nice Pull Funko Pop, obviously one of the variants from Deadpool and Wolverine. Fucking hilarious moment in that film. Funko Pop Special Edition. I think it's Funko Pop exclusive. I haven't written that down. I don't know why I haven't written that down, but it's officially out now. You can go and get yourself. That to add to your Deadpool and Wolverine collection, or just your Deadpool collection because there's a lot of Deadpool variants. I think they come out as well with a new wave of the deep weird ones. You know, like recently, where have we got it? We had like the T-Rex one, the one on the moped, and all that kind of shit. The Taurus one and shit. That's Taurus. That's camera, by the way. If you ask like a kid now, "Oh, do a sick thingy for a camera," they do it like that. It's that. That's camera. Fucking old Dan. But you can go get your Nice Pull now, the official one from the Deadpool and a Wolverine film. These ones, I actually got fucking emotional thinking of these ones, well, seeing them. These are my main eventers, these are my heavy hitters, these are the ones that, out of all of them, I need to try and get my hands on these ones without a shadow of a doubt. We get a new wave of Lord of the Rings ones. The only thing I don't love is we have a Frodo and a Gollum, and I'm sure I've written down somewhere, that the Gollum is, or the Frodo and Gollum can come in a glow-in-the-dark variant, because they're sat on the one ring, well, or sort of stood in it, whatnot. Kind of like the Star Wars ones, they always come. I've moved on my Funkos, haven't I? They come with like a base and it says like Star Wars and shit. Now the Lord of the Rings bit at the bottom looks cool, but I just prefer the figures to sort of stand on their own and you know, do their own sort of thing and whatnot. Obviously they still stand on their own, but the Lord of the Rings base, if they did it for everyone, I don't think I'd love that. But if it's just for a couple of exclusive ones, glow in the dark, the writing glows in the dark and shit, that would be fucking awesome. But not only that, we have Lurtz with the Tower of Orthanc. Beautiful, amazing, phenomenal, out of this world, love it. But the biggest, Oh, the biggest, again, you can't see it, but you can hear it. That's our Pokemon Kanto starter scene. We get the scene where we get a lovely rider in black, one of the 9, and the beautiful scene where the hobbits are hiding underneath like the bit of branch and that. There's the bugs all coming through and all this kind of shit. It's doing all that shit. They chuck the bag and it's, oh my god, that scene immortalized forever in Funko Pop form. Yes, please. I have limited funds. Please take whatever. Please take my IOU, and just give it to us. Just fucking give it to me. And hopefully I've been putting pictures up somewhere as well. It looks beautiful and it looks amazing. I definitely want a piece of this action. Nice quick Pokemon update. The Pokemon Funko Pop sort of variants, how many we can get now, they've really grown in number. I remember when they first brought them out, and there was just like a handful in my head, and I'm sure a lot of you thought this as well. I was like, how many are they actually going to bring out then? Because there's going to be quite a few they have to do. I think we're definitely over the 100 mark. If we're not, it's correct in the comments below, but I think we might be. But we've got the announcement of Absol, Ninetales, and the one that sits right there, Rowlet. We've got the announcement of the beautiful little Hoot Hoot boy. It's not Hoot Hoot the Pokemon. Go back to start a video for previous joke. Rowlet being announced. And again, these are all just normal standard Funkos. Maybe Rowlet will come in a jumbo. If Rowlet comes in a jumbo, we'll be jumping on that. Ninetales, awesome. We already do have Vulpix. Do we have a Alolan Vulpix? I don't think so. And I don't think we've got any Ninetales stuff at all, have we? And it's only going to be a matter of time until we start getting them in shiny forms, which is just going to be a fucking pain in the ass. And Absol, a huge fan favourite. A lot of people love Absol. And again, when the Megas eventually come out, they're bound to do Mega Evolution Funko Pops at some point, especially with Legends ZA coming out, whatnot, the next TCG set being all about fucking Mega Evolution and shit. So Absol, Rowlet, and Ninetales are the newest additions to the Pokemon Funko Pop collection. This one got me really excited purely because it got me all ready for Halloween, all spooky and all ready to sit in them cozy nights watching Nightmare Before Christmas and Scream and all this kind of shit, just getting ready to get all cozy and spooked out because we're going to get ourselves the Strange Tales Marvel stuff. Now, all of these look phenomenal. The boxes look great. All the figures look great. I will name, as far as I'm aware, this is everybody, but if they do some exclusives or some variants of Glow in the Dark, like Dr. Phosphorus and shit, we've got Mephisto, Hallows Eve, Ghost Rider, Morbius, Dormammu. Have I just written them down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought there was 6. Either way, there's a decent little handful of them all coming out. I think if I could only get a couple saved for this, Ghost Rider will be definitely getting done. And I fancy the Dormammu, you know. Mephisto, recency bias, Ironheart finishing a few weeks back. Morbius would be cool. But no, I think if we're going to say I can only get a couple until we complete the set one day, it would be Ghost Rider and Dormammu first. They'll be my first 2 heavy hitters. But yes, I can't wait for these. Only around the corner from Halloween with what we're August, June, like August, September. And then the whole of October is spoopy season. Even though people cringe when a lot of people say spoopy, especially coming from someone like me, it probably looks a bit minging. But anyway, your Strange Tales, Marvel, horror little bad boys coming out. Ow! Oh! Ooh! We've got some for Prey. Now, the Prey film, which would that come out like a year ago at this point? But of course, it's still relevant because we had the Killers of Killers film. We've got Badlands on the way in November or some shit like that. But we've now got some Prey Funko Pops. I don't know if they did any for the initial launch of the film, but we have them now anyway. We have Naru, who was fucking absolutely beyond beautiful. She was fantastic in this film, and she helped me sway my mind on this film when it first got announced of like Predator up against Native Americans. Oh, well, that's going to be pointless. Ancient alien technology against a bow and arrow. How's that going to work? She rocked up. She did a shit. Proved me completely wrong. End of the film. Fucking absolute cinema. And so have to be proven wrong. But we've got Naru in a box with Sari. Sari, is that the name of the dog? Yeah. Looking beautiful and amazing. I think they're glow in the dark, but as well, you get the Predator. I always forget what the Predators are called. They're like Yaru. I can't remember what the fuck they're called. But you also get that particular Predator who was an ugly, weird, menacing little bastard. So to have them two in a little paired partnership would be really awesome to see. And finally, something that I don't collect personally, but I do really fucking love. I love when they bring them out on them in a shop or whatever. I can have a look through them or whatnot. But it's the Loungefly bags, and I think the Loungefly bags, Blags, what the fuck? Look phenomenal. And this one's really oh my God. This one's really more exciting because we have the announcement of South Park Loungefly. And at the minute, I've only seen pictures for Cartman and Kenny. I don't know if a Stan and a Kyle will eventually follow up. But if they looked good on me, my normal bag anyway looks like a fucking toddler's bag. It's already high up and whatnot. But to have an even smaller one, it would just look mental. I mean, I could collect them just to have chilling somewhere. But I really adore Loungefly. I think it looks so cool and amazing. But if you are big Loungefly collectors and you happen to be South Park fans, you can get your hands on a South Park Kenny and a South Park Cartman. Why did I say South Park Kenny, South Park? And I don't know if this is the first wave of South Park Loungefly we've had before. I don't know if they've got other stuff, because I know you can get purses and smaller bags and all that kind of shit. I don't know if they've released South Park and Loungefly before. But you can officially get Kenny and Cartman in your Loungefly bag form. And there we have visuals. That is the Canoes news. But before we go, you know we've got to give you the sports and weather. What have we got? Oh, we got a little horse with a cute little cat. And we got a little horse slipping. And then we've got weird... Oh, it's just all fucking horses. It's just fucking courses for horses. Horses for courses. Here's some more shit. It's the sports, but it's not really the sports because we don't actually talk about sports. I used to do sports, but then I got really fat. So what I remember, it's a cute little horse and a cat just being absolutely adorable and shit. When two animals become like pals, like, you know when you see like dogs at the zoo with like lions and shit and they're like the best of mates. There was a story a few years back, I think it was like a bear, a tiger and a lion, was it? And it's just like, because in your head you literally think, oh, that's a Disney film right there. They're going on weird adventures like, hey, Spike, throw me the ball, I love you, bro. And then obviously one has to eventually die. They go, oh no, we lost him. And then it's left with one and he's like, oh, I'm all on my own. Susie and Spike have died. And it gets really sad in my head. My little daydream things always end in weird ways. Probably fucked up there. But anyway, also the cat, adorable. Time for the weather, where I'm not going to tell you anything about the weather. If you do need to know that, just look outside your window. For the weather, we've got horse slipping, and I don't, or is it horse skipping? No, it's a horse skipping. That's right, it's a horse. I don't know if this weird AI bullshit. I can be so done with the AI shit, and sometimes my brain takes a split second to go, that's not real, I don't think that. I don't know if this is one of them or not, but the idea that horses can skip when I can't, I don't like that. Listen, I love horses, and they have a level of intelligence, but they shouldn't be smarter than me. But the more I see shit like this, I go, oh, what the fuck? I feel like even the horses are getting smarter than me. I am unbelievably stupid. And I don't like it. But I do like it at the same time. You go, that's quite cool. I might be a dum-dum. That's your sports. That's your ever. Before we go, we got to give you Dan's happy ending, where we'd like to try and end the video with a smile on your face. If anybody's made it to the end, I think that's probably a rarity. My girlfriend said not long ago, I got like a minute in your video and I had to knock it off. I understand that. Cheers for the fucking support. we've got weird horse walk. I can't quite remember what that means.
Oh look, it's that fat lad. It's Dan, ugly Dan, and he's really fat.
Little horse, one. Oh, I remember. Isn't it? I think it's a baby horse is called Fowls. Which one of Fowls? It's a little horse and it's walking in a very weird kind of sort of way. It doesn't look like it's got used to the walking ability yet. Hi, dog. He walks weird. I used to remember when he'd go down the stairs as a puppy and it'd be... I wish you'd do that. Boy, they grow up so fast. And there we have it, visuals. Another edition of the Visual Guyz Canoes News. Just Funko Pop edition. Sorry if people wanted a bit more and chucking a bit more nerdy news. There's not been a great deal that we haven't covered in either like podcasts lately or Pogo videos. Or, you know, there's been shit that we've been... I think we've stayed mostly on top of everything. But it's just Funko Pop. If you weren't a Funko Pop fan, I can completely understand if you didn't stumble across this. Thought that's for me. But it's some of the cool stuff from the cool sets that I like and some of the sets that I collect that I wanted to chuck on and show you guys and whatnot. But anyway, thank you for sticking out. But more importantly, thank you for watching. And visuals, please remember to always keep being you and keep on keeping on. Mind coming home and just seeing like, you know, hard, busy day at work, honey. Huh? You just, you know, one of them, they don't even say anything. You walk in, they're like, I know I would cheer you up, and it's one of them, and you get a bit of cleavage out there, and you're like, oh, fuck me, son. And then you're already blowing your load in your pants because you're like Jim from American Pie. And you don't really last long, and you go, oh God, I'm done. Sweated everywhere. Did you enjoy that? And your girlfriend has to go, fine. Stop saying shit.